Well, this just looks so beautiful that I had to film it. I was just going to take pictures and put them on Instagram and stuff, but I thought, well, I gotta get this on film. It just looks incredible. It's the Hot Toys 1/6 scale Michael Keaton Batman from 1992's Batman Returns, and the figure does have a custom cape. It's just the lighting and the new camera that I'm using. When I zoom in, it looks so bloody good. So a bit of a random one, folks. I guess I'll just take a few figures down off the shelf and put them down here and get some footage for you, and try and go for the really special 1/6 scale figures that would just look. I'm going for, I guess, the real lifelike ones. You know, this is very lifelike looking. It really does look like Keaton standing there in the suit. The eyes catching the light, he's looking off to the side. The light kind of bouncing off the top of the cowl, coming over his shoulders. He might be a bit dusty, to be fair. This camera's showing it up. But it just looks amazing, so just sharing it with y'all. I just getting close one more time. Let me get in as close as I can get. Yeah, that's amazing. Alright, so that is the Hot Toys Batman Returns Michael Keaton figure with a custom cape, mind. His real one, the one he came with, was absolute toilet. It was bad. Looked like a friggin' umbrella upside down. Terrible. Absolutely terrible. But with a custom cape, you can see the difference is night and day. Check that out. Oh, we got to do Batman Begins. We have to. Yes. Alright, so on to Batman Begins, and here he is perched on the diorama that came with the Hot Toys Spider-Man 3 Spider-Man. And it's amazing. Probably my favorite piece in the collection. I mean, there's some serious grails in here that I love and wouldn't be without, but I'd always have to have this one. Batman Begins had a massive impact on me, and I think it's the best Batman film ever made. It's my favorite movie of all time, and it's the reason this channel is here. It's the reason I started the channel. Let's get a closer look. So yeah, this diorama does come in very handy, especially for Batman stuff. Just looks beautiful with a custom cape just draped around it. I've got a little bit of red light shining up into his face. But that custom head sculpt is absolutely superb. I couldn't ask for better. It captures that fierceness perfectly. I'll just zoom in now. You can see the quality of the sculpt and paint. This is the master copy. Perfect length ears. Everything about it is just perfection. And just facing front and took away the red light. It's just amazing to look at it. I mean, the light reflecting off the picture in the background really adds a nice kind of cinematic quality to it. And it just worked out that you've got that kind of classic Batman Begins kind of bronze, warm lighting. Such a classic film. I know the suit was restrictive, but I believe certain sacrifices are necessary when you want to portray the creature that is Batman. You know, I mean, like Christian Bale said, once he puts on the suit, he ceases to be human, and that's the mind he was in when he made Batman Begins, and the enthusiasm that came through in the interviews and the press junkets when Batman Begins came out. You could tell he was so into it. And he even admitted himself recently during The Dark Knight that he felt quite overshadowed because Heath Ledger was so incredible. And he literally, felt like Batman was coming across quite boring compared to what Heath was doing. But there was none of that in Batman Begins. He was absolutely loving the role, taking it so seriously. I know he always did. I love Christian Bale as an actor. I think he's absolutely incredible. But Batman Begins is a special film with a special batsuit, a special score, the music, the look of the film. Amazing origin story. It just had a massive impact on me, so I always like to remind folks that we're lucky to have this movie. So much happened because of it. Alright, take a look at the Joaquin Phoenix custom Joker with the diorama wall by Glenn Page of Cult Creations on Instagram and Facebook. You can make it these if you want. They go really well with the 1/6 scale figures. You do all kinds of stuff for you. And it's nice that the camera actually captures the shirt, the real colour. Usually my Samsung phone used to make it look blue. And it was always frustrating, but obviously the Canon EOS 90D handles that business. No troubles. Just got the old exquisite detail there by Glenn on the subway sign. Beautiful brickwork. And the cigarette sticking out of his gob. Amazing sculpt, amazing paint, amazing hair. Look at the neck and the veins. It's just incredible. You got the gun, hand in the pocket there. You got his Oscar. You got his cards, 2 of them. Well, he didn't have a spare in the movie, but he does here. Really nice shoes. Thank you to everybody who chipped in to help make this figure as awesome as it is. But that is one of my prized possessions right there. Just the texture on his face, the eyebrows there with the paint over the top, the teeth. It's insane. Alright, and here's Heath. And I still love this piece. I think it's pretty much the only one I'll ever need. I know there's a really, really good in-art 1/6 scale Joker out there. I haven't been looking at it too much because I don't want to start thinking about that stuff. I'm too far in with what I got, and I think just the uniqueness of this one, the head sculpt was done by Stephen Maurice. It was painted and haired by him. I forget now who sculpted it, but in that original review when I first got my hands on this, thanks to Stephen Maurice, as a birthday gift a couple of years back, well, a few years ago now. But if you're watching, Mr. Maurice, thank you, sir. This is an amazing head sculpt and it totally satisfies me. I don't really feel the need to have any other. It's some beautiful work by you, sir. The way you painted this, the way you haired it. I am using the DX11 clothing and body and base. It's got beautiful shoes. But yeah, I did sort of just peek at the Justin videos on these, but I didn't want to look too much because they looked amazing straight out. The thumbnail, you could tell they were really, really good. So I didn't want to start thinking about that, because like I said, I'm good with this one. It's a custom piece. Well, like I say, the body and the clothing are not custom, but the head sculpt is. So whatever you call it, kit bash or custom / stock, I don't know, but it just enhanced the piece. I sold my DX head sculpts because I just didn't need them anymore, But look at that. Let's see if I can get any closer. Yes, I can. There you go. Look at that. See, this is why I don't feel the need to get another one. Look at this. Just the nasty makeup. The effect of it. Smeared in places. He's got a very... I can't describe the look in his eyes. But it's quite sad, but also, depending on what you're doing, the pose and the angle and all that stuff, it just takes on a very cold, sinister, no reasoning, there's no reasoning there. This Joker was terrifying. And without having, extreme expression with the teeth showing, which is always cool, I like that option, but I think this captures something pretty special. And because it was custom painted and haired by Steve Maurice, it's unique. There is no other head sculpt on the planet that looks identical to this one. So that makes him pretty special to me. But there he is, folks. My 1/6 scale Heath Ledger Joker from The Dark Knight. Alright, we've got to have a Harley because it's such a classic, amazing figure. I know that the camera's going to absolutely love her. So let's check out the details. I have reviewed this figure on the channel, in-depth review. It's actually got quite a few views. I think it's one of my highest viewed videos. So if you haven't seen the review on this piece, make sure you check it out. Although I wish I had this camera back when I reviewed it. The tongue is custom tongue. It's not there when you buy the stock figure. I don't know how easy it is to get a Harley Quinn from Suicide Squad these days. This is the Hot Toys figure again, 1/6 scale. Would have been cool if they made this in 1/4 scale. This very look right here, would have been amazing. But such a good figure. The film was pretty naff, but Margot Robbie did a great job. I just love the colours. She really brings a nice bit of colour and life to the shelves. I did have another version of Harley Quinn from this film in the dancer outfit, I think it was called. That beautiful gold and black dress. It was, I didn't like that head sculpt too much, the one with the real hair. I used to swap around the heads and try and perfect the look, but all those videos are on the channel as well. Also trying out Firesim TB League bodies on the head sculpts. Check that out if you haven't seen it. But anyway, there you go. She looks awesome as always. Hey, it's the Dark Knight back again from a recent video when I was talking about my favourite pieces in the collection right now, and this was one of them. It's the Hot Toys Armory 1/6 scale Dark Knight figure, but the head sculpt is from the Medicom 1/6 scale Dark Knight figure, and I just love the combination of the two. I think the proportions are just insanely good with this head sculpt combination. It just has a really, really cool look to it. I'll just pan back a little bit here. Let you soak that up with the new camera, because I've shown it to you recently, but it just looks so much more true now to how it really is in the room. Absolutely love the side profile with this head sculpt on this body as well. It's still the Armory neck as well. It's all Hot Toys Armory version from the neck down. There is a custom cape by Jackson on there. but the actual cowl itself is the Medicom cowl, which I don't know if they scanned it to get it exactly dead on right, because that's what it seems to be, and I've heard people say that all throughout the years. The Hot Toys versions in 1/6 scale, this particular suit, they were always adjusting the cowl, and this one just got it right first time, and it's still tried and true. It just looks undeniably awesome. Alright folks, I'm going to wrap it up and just show you Harley Quinn here. Check out the videos I've done on this piece. It's one of the older Sideshow Collectibles 1/6 scale Harley Quinns that came with 2 head sculpts and a nice material outfit. I did swap out the body for a TB League body, and there are videos on the channel about that, but I hope you've enjoyed this little bit of fun, just an excuse to film some of my figures in the collection with this new camera. It's a Canon ESO 90D if you're wondering, and it's just got the stock lens on there, and I got a Rode microphone that I had to get separately. It's all pretty expensive, but nice investment. It's nice to be able to bring you guys more professional looking videos and photography. Certainly going to help capture the true look at the masks that I'm doing. We got some of them over there. Yes, that's better. But yeah, it will just help me capture these in a more accurate way. As far as all the paint and stuff, still need to do my personal copy of the Halloween Ends mask, but I've got my personal copy of the Kills there, my Pride and Joy, my personal copy of the H40, and then you got the 78 there as well. I didn't do the 78 myself, that's by Chris Morgan, but I did do the H40 and the Kills. But yeah, it's just nice to have a professional camera to be able to capture that in a better way. More orders to finish for customers if you're watching, custies. I am getting through the list, and you'll have your masks soon enough. Check in with me if you like, but I'm working on them all in the order that they came in, orders wise. And I'll bring you guys some more videos in time for Halloween. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. Drop a like on it, subscribe to the channel, follow me on Instagram at Dean9333. See you soon, take it easy, bye bye.